My name is Daniel. I am 34 years old. I am from a small city in the Midwest County, USA. I am telling this story in my own words, with an honest heart. Christmas was always important to me. It meant warmth, food, lights, and togetherness. This year felt special. He promised me a happy Christmas. He promised he would come home early. He promised smiles, laughter, and peace. I believed him. I cleaned the house slowly. I hung lights carefully. I wrapped gifts with shaking hands. My heart was full of hope, but hope can be very fragile sometimes. All week, I waited with excitement inside me. I woke up early each morning. I checked my phone again and again. I imagined him walking through the door, smiling. I imagined warm hugs and soft words. I cooked food he liked. I baked sweets that filled the house with smell. I set the table nicely. I even played soft music. Every small thing felt important. Outside, snow fell quietly. Inside, my heart beat fast. I kept saying to myself, this Christmas will be different. This Christmas will heal us. I trusted his promise without doubt. On Christmas Eve, the sun went down slowly. The sky turned dark blue. I looked at the clock many times. Minutes felt heavy. Hours moved like tired legs. I sent one message, then stopped. I did not want to sound weak. I wanted to be patient. The lights on the tree blinked softly. Gifts waited under it. The food stayed warm. I sat on the couch, listening for footsteps. Every car sound made my heart jump. I stood near the door many times. Still, the door stayed closed. Silence grew louder inside the house. Night became deeper. My phone stayed quiet. No call, no message. I told myself he might be late. Work, traffic, something small. I tried to stay calm. I cleaned the same spot again and again. I fixed pillows that were already straight. I smiled at nothing, but inside, fear started whispering. The clock showed late hours now. Christmas Eve was almost gone. I sat on the floor near the tree. Lights reflected in my eyes. I felt small. I felt forgotten. The promise started to feel like a lie, but I fought that thought hard. Christmas morning arrived without joy. I did not sleep much. My eyes were tired and red. Outside, the world looked bright and happy. Inside, I felt empty. I checked my phone first thing. Still nothing. No explanation, no apology. I opened one gift alone. It felt wrong. I made breakfast but did not eat. I stared out the window, watching families pass by. Laughter floated in the air. It hurt deeply. I kept asking myself what I did wrong. I replayed every moment. The promise echoed in my head again and again, painfully loud. As hours passed, anger joined the sadness. I felt heat in my chest. I felt tears behind my eyes. I wanted to scream. I wanted answers. I finally sent a message. Simple words. Are you okay? I waited. My hands shook. My heart raced. I imagined many bad things. Accident, trouble, fear grew fast. But deep inside, another truth formed. He did not come because he chose not to. That thought hurt more than anything. Being ignored hurts more than being hated. I realized promises are easy to say, but hard to keep for some people. Afternoon came quietly. I sat alone at the table. One plate. One cup. I remembered past holidays, smiles that faded, words that meant less over time. I saw a pattern clearly now. I was always waiting, always hoping, always forgiving. I felt foolish. I felt used. The house felt colder, even with heat on. I wrapped myself in a blanket. I let tears fall freely. I did not stop them. Crying felt honest. I told myself it was okay to feel broken. This Christmas was teaching me a painful lesson about love and respect. Evening lights turned on outside. Christmas Day was ending. Still no sign of him. No call. No message. Just silence. Something changed inside me then. The pain became strength. I stood up straight. I looked around my home. I realized I created this warmth myself. I cooked. I cleaned. I decorated. I cared. I was enough. I did not need empty promises to feel worthy. I wiped my tears. I took a deep breath. For the first time that day, I felt calm. I understood that sometimes absence is the loudest answer we get. That night, I made a decision quietly. I would stop waiting. I would stop begging for attention. I deserved honesty. I deserved effort. I deserved to feel important, especially on a day like Christmas. I packed leftovers. I turned off extra lights. I sat by the window and watched snow fall again. It felt peaceful now. Pain was still there, but it was softer. I promised myself something new. I promised I would never again accept words without actions. That promise felt stronger than the one he broke. I slept with a lighter heart than expected. The next morning, a message finally came. Short, empty, no real apology, just excuses. I read it once. I did not reply. I felt powerful in that silence. I went outside for fresh air. The cold felt clean on my face. I walked through quiet streets. I saw children laughing. Life was moving forward. I realized Christmas did not fail me. People did, and that truth was freeing. I smiled slightly for the first time in days. I knew my future holidays would be different. They would be honest. They would be peaceful, even if spent alone at first. Days passed, and clarity grew stronger. I understood I was not abandoned that night. I was released. Released from false hope. Released from waiting. Released from believing promises without proof. That Christmas broke something old in me, but it also built something new. Confidence, boundaries, self-respect. I started planning my life differently. I focused on my health, my dreams, my peace. I talked to friends again. I laughed again. Slowly, joy returned in small pieces. I learned that happiness does not arrive with someone else. It starts when you choose yourself without guilt. Looking back, that Christmas hurt deeply, but it saved me. If he had come home, I might still be waiting today. Waiting for change that never comes. Waiting for love that stays incomplete. Pain opened my eyes. Silence taught me truth. I no longer fear being alone. I fear losing myself again. I now understand my worth clearly. Promises mean nothing without presence. Words mean nothing without action. I grew stronger because of that empty night. I became someone who listens to actions, not hopes. Christmas will always remind me of this powerful lesson forever. Now, when I hear Christmas songs, I smile softly. Not with sadness, but with pride. I survived disappointment. I chose myself. He promised a happy Christmas, but he did not come home. Still, I found something better. I found my voice. I found my strength. I found peace. This story is not about loss anymore. It is about awakening. If you are waiting for someone right now, listen carefully. Absence speaks truth. Silence shows reality. And sometimes the best gift Christmas gives you is clarity. That clarity can change your life, just like it changed mine forever.